Hello everyone, welcome to my channel in which I share easy DIYs and affordable home improvement projects. In this video, I want to share how we built this home office space all by ourselves. This is how the wall used to look before. As per the design I had in mind, I divided the whole project into 3 parts: building custom cabinets and desk, shiplap wall, and floating shelves. I started by building the cabinets using 3/4 inch plywood sheet. I made the cabinet's outer frame by joining the plywood sheets using correct joints. I drilled pocket holes on the bottom sheet as shown. Now that the pocket holes are drilled on either side of the sheet, I added sides using 1/4 inch pocket screws. I made 2 outer frames and this is how they look now. Then I added back support. I took 2 1x4s and added them between the sides using correct joints. I added one in the bottom and one on the top. These will be screwed to the wall later. I got these height adjustable legs from Amazon and I added to the front of the cabinets. I did not add the back legs as the cabinet will be screwed to the wall anyways, and I don't need the extra support from the legs in the back. Once the legs are fixed, I marked the studs on the wall using a stud finder and screwed the back support of the cabinets to the wall. Now I'm adding a 2x4 between the 2 cabinets and screwing it into the studs of the wall. This basically will be the base for the shiplap we are going to add next, so make sure it is level. It will also be a part of the frame that holds the desktop. We can get to that later in the video. Getting to the second phase of the project, the shiplap wall. I got pre-primed MDF shiplap boards and cut them to size. Please be aware that the walls are never straight. I recommend measuring at multiple places along the width of the wall and making cuts accordingly. I applied liquid nails to all the boards and nailed them to the wall using a nail gun. The glue we are using will be stronger than nails actually, so the boards will be secured to the drywall. Some people do not like to use liquid nails and they just use nails, and that is fine too. A quick tip here is to nail the boards on the lip of the board so that we don't have to fill the nail holes at all, as this part will be covered by the next shiplap board. This is why I chose to use liquid nails, because I don't have to use nails as much. We are almost done with the shiplap except on the last part of the wall, which is not wide enough for a whole board. So we are stripping a board on a table saw and finish the job. Getting back to the cabinets, next part is to build the drawers. Before that, I have to make a face frame. I took 1x2s, took the measurements and made a frame using correct joints again. So this is how the face frame looks, and you just nail it to the cabinet and the cabinet will look like this. Then I added the side rails. The side rails I got has two parts. One will be attached here and the second one needs to be attached to the drawer. Mark where you need the side rails to be. They have to be placed so that the drawer doesn't hit the face frame while sliding out. Once I marked the location, I added a 1x2 to bring the side rail forward enough to move the drawer freely. Then we made the drawers. We got an MDF sheet and cut it as per the measurements. Remember, for the width of the drawer, measure between the side rails we just added. We joined them all using Craig joints. For base, we used 1/4 inch plywood sheet. Once we had all the sides joined, we nailed the base using a nail gun. Finally, our drawers are ready and all I need to do is to add the side rails. Now for drawer fronts, we cut 3/4 inch plywood sheet in the required size. The gap between the drawer front and the face frame should be 1/16 of an inch. To hold these drawer fronts in place, we used wood shins on all sides, so these can assure equal gaps on all sides. Then we drilled holes from inside the drawers to attach the fronts to the drawers. We used a tape on the drill bit so that we don't drill too deep into the plywood sheet and ruin the face of the front. Our custom office cabinets are ready. Since this is an office space, we wanted to build something to hold all the wires under the desk. So we took a 1x4 and two 1x3s to make a ledge and attached it to the wall under the 2x4 we added earlier. Since our power points are where the cabinets are, we had to drill a hole on the side to run the cord for an extension. Thanks to the ledge we added, we placed all the extensions and the wires on the ledge and nothing falls on the floor. It's time to paint the whole thing. I first painted in the grooves and then used a roller to paint the shiplap wall. Then I added the primer to the cabinets and painted them too. I used a brush for the edges and corners and a roller in the middle. I know, I lost the original video and all I have is this black and white version of it. Anyways, we are making the frame using 2x4s between the two cabinets to hold the bench top. Basically, it's two studs between the cabinets and some short ones joining them in the middle. The bench top will be sitting on this. We got two pre-finished 20-inch wooden slabs and made a joint in the middle to get a desk this long. Now the last and easy part of all the phases, floating shelves. Mark where you need the shelves and mark the studs on the walls. We used some 2x2s to make a shelf skeleton as shown, and we nailed 1/4 inch plywood sheet on the top and the bottom and 1x3s on sides. Then we finished the bench top with some stain and polyurethane. Lastly, I added some decor that is special to me, and I have a customized office space for just myself and I absolutely love it. If you like this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and please do subscribe for more such DIY projects.